Hello everyone, my name is Luis Alberto Charris. I'm a student from the Bachelor in Teaching English as a Foreign Language. Today I'm going to explain you how to develop the lesson plans from the subject, from the course, Teaching English to Adolescents and Adults. Okay, so the first part is the warm-up activity in which the students are going to listen to an audio and then they're going to write what are the musical style or musical genres that they have listened. Okay. After that, we're going to the presentation activity in which they're going to be introduced to the vocabulary of entertainment through a video. After that, teacher is going to explain how the simple present works. In this case, the questions. So I'm going to give a little explanation about this. For that, the I'm going to use the whiteboard that is going to help me to explain these activities. So the first thing we need to know is the structure that the simple present follows in questions. So for this, we have this example. Do you study or with this sentence, I'm going to explain you how is the structure. So we know that we have an auxiliary verb called do or does, depending on the subject. We have the subject, and then we have the verb, and of course we have the question mark. In this case, so we are using the subject you. For that reason, we're going to use do. Do corresponds to the auxiliary verb, you correspond to the subject, and study is the main verb. Okay? Now, what happens with WH questions? Well, it happens or it occurs the same. Instead of using this yes no question, I'm gonna add the word when, and now is an open question. Like you have to give information. It's asking for when, the time. When do you study? I can say I study in the mornings. Very good. Now this is the structure of the questions for simple present. Now let's continue on the lesson plan. Uh, After students understand the simple present, the questions, they're going to practice it by organizing these sentences or unscramble them. Finally, they're going to do a production activity in which first they have to classify these words into these categories. So these are kind or type of entertainment. Action. So where does the action word goes? In movies, music, or TV programs? So the right answer is movies. Very good. Then they're going to listen to an audio, a conversation between Maurice and Brian, and they're going to talk about the preferences. They're going to listen some phrases and they have to write what is the person that says that those phrases. Finally, in the third point, they're going to create 10 questions using the simple present about entertainment. And then they're going to record themselves answering the questions. For example, what kind of music do you like? Very good. For the second activity or the second lesson plan, we're going to talk about adjective and comparative. The warm-up activity is students have to compare, they have to look at the picture and they have to find the differences and the similarities on this picture. After that, we're going to present our topic. We're going to show you this adjective and the opposite. Eh, it is going to ask to students to read the adjective and to relate them with the picture. After that, the teacher is going to give a little explanation about comparative grade, and we're going to focus on comparative as a superlative and comparative adjective. For example, I'm going to use another, again, the board, and I'm going to explain you how to understand this topic. So when we want to compare something in English, we can do the following things. I have an adjective like tall or expensive. If I want to compare in English with this adjective, what I have to do is the next. The word tall, I have to add the particle er. And with this, I'm already saying, or I'm comparing two things. For example, I am taller than my brother. Now, with expensive, I'm going to write the next. That watch is more expensive than the red one. Now this is different with expensive. I didn't add the er particle, I add the word more. Why is different? It's because the syllables that these adjectives have. Tall has just one syllable, expensive have more than two syllables. For that reason, I'm not going to use the particle er, I'm going to use the word more. Okay, so thank you for watching this video.